In case you are not aware of this, I just want to bring to your notice that the issue that happened with the Super Eagles in Libya, the federal government is not taking it lightly with the Libyan government at all. Federal government is very serious about that issue, and they are really taking it up with the Libyan government. So, hear from the Minister of Sport yourself. Thank you.
If our homework wasn't done, the Libyan team would have, as quickly as then, made an issue of it. They would have escalated the way the Nigerian team escalated their ordeal while they were in Libya. But what I've reported to is that at every step of the way, that checklist was satisfactory, right? If you recall, around those days when the Libyan team was in Nigeria, the reaction by the NFF authorities was always that we are familiar with those mind games that you are trying to play. You put yourself in that. We have tried to do this. You know, so I mean, that was.
But Minister, when they were here, the Libyans have alleged that there were problems in their welcoming. The coach and the captain of the team complained before the match in Uyo. In fact, there are pictures that are surfaced of their team members lying on the floor and at some airport. What report did you get from?
Okay, now let me tell you what it is. Again, it has to do with the kind of game that this team played. The Port Harcourt airport, where they arrived, is one of our, the best airports, right? And therefore, that Port Harcourt airport, there is no situation or circumstance that would lead to a team, right, having the footballers lying on the floor and all of that. All these things were created deliberately to create or make believe. And like I also said, if that was an issue, it's not just that we should be seeing it in terms of the pictures that are now flying about. It should have been made an issue there and then. Now, one of the things that I know is that the communications and the exchanges between the Nigerian Secretary General of the NFF and the Libyan Secretary General of their own Libyan Football Federation are available in terms of all the messages, all the phone conversations, all the chats, and all of that.
Did we escalate all of those to CAF before they left Nigeria? At the time when all of this was happening, now we saw that they were playing some antics. Did we escalate it to CAF, or we just kept
it wasn't up to us to do any escalation. Because, I mean, if they were those, rather, the Libyan team were supposed to have been those who have made the escalation.
Because before they played the game, they were already complaining.
If there was an issue,
if you look at their presser,
yes,
they were complaining that they were not being treated well. They were not welcome.
They were making these complaints to lay a basis for what they were going to do in Libya. Those complaints were at what level?
So, but we didn't see that coming.
It doesn't imagine.
We never thought that we were going to be treated that way.
The only thing which are now here, is that after speaking with, for example, the chairman of ValueJet, he said because he's familiar with North African teams and all of that, that what he did was to deploy two of his pilots that are both that are Arab pilots, right? Because he imagined, something. Normally there would be some kind of approval, according to him. You know what I mean? And to show you how deliberate this was, of the entire crew and team that landed in the airport that they were forced to land, the only people that were allowed out of the airport, right, were the crew members. Those crew members had those two Arabian pilots and about two Nigerian, hostesses and all of that. When they arrived in the hotel, the only people that were allowed accommodation in were the two other pilots. The two Nigerian hostesses were not allowed because, according to them, they were under instruction not to allow them. So all of these things, and sure, let me also say this, without prejudice to whatever other additional details that anybody else has, there is nothing that you can compare in terms of treatment, in terms of handling that took place during what happened in Libya.
But Minister,
yes, please.
They did not sleep. The Libyan team did not sleep in the hotel that the NFF prepared for them.
Why didn't they sleep?
No, that's I'm asking.
No, why didn't they sleep? I mean, there is no issue that has come about the fact that they preferred not to sleep in
the NFF prepared a particular hotel, but they slept in another hotel.
The Meridian was what was prepared and all that.
So why didn't they sleep at the Meridian?
My attention wasn't called to that because I don't think it was an issue.